all the way out there is the Azores.
I honestly feel like I could cry. It's fucking crazy. Hey guys, welcome back to the Blood. What day is it?
143.
Day 143. What's happening?
We've been beating into easterly winds all night.
Yeah.
And now it's started to move more south. And that means we can go more east towards the Azores.
And
right.
We're all saving our snacks because we don't trust the fact that we're actually going to get there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything to add?
We're 210 miles away, something like that.
Yeah, around then.
And we're not heading to the Azores quite exactly, but we're getting closer and closer. And yeah, the cockberth's soaking wet again, like Bermuda. I don't know where it's leaking from this time. I think it's the other two windows. But last night I just absolutely soaked my sleeping bag and pillow. So that's fun. So the next few nights whoever's in the cockberth's going to be wet.
That's me.
And I've got trench foot from being in my sleeping bag. That's how wet I was.
Fun fact from me.
Fun fact about the cockberth, the other end smells like diesel. So you can't even turn around to get away from the drips.
We're having ginger nuts and milk.
Milky.
We can't have a cup of tea because we're running out of gas so quickly. We can have a cup of milk. We're nearly under 200 miles away. Probably about 205, I had to guess. Don't know.
Something went wrong with dinner. I think the tinned fish was off, so we're having milk to make ourselves feel better.
And ginger nuts. And also, we think there might be a diesel leak.
Oh yeah.
Too, which is
Possibly a little diesel leak on the engine.
Everything smells like diesel, and all the pots and pans are full of diesel.
We'll figure it out when we run the engine in a couple of days' time.
Oh, don't get better than that.
Yummy. All right, we just finished day 16 on our passage to the Azores. We're now on into our day 17. He's jamming out with his headphones on. It's raining, we're beating up wind, very wet. Something's leaking through the deck somewhere and making the cockberth, this one that String is asleep on, very wet. Which is very, very annoying because obviously we use all three beds. So at night, one of them is now very wet. Yeah, we're making good progress. We're not able to point straight at the Azores sadly because the wind is coming from the east, but we're able to sort of, well, we're going to have to keep tacking to get there. We'll just do one big tack maybe. We've got 196 miles to go, so hopefully a couple of days. A couple more days of beating into the wind. There's no sign of it swinging to any other direction. It looks like we just have to beat the whole way. So yeah, I'm just going to be very wet and cold and uncomfortable for the next couple of days. Yeah, that's the updates. Day 17. Lovely conditions. Don't miss the Caribbean weather at all.
Morning. It is day 16
Or 17.
or 17. Yeah, you probably know better than us.
Been here a long time.
We've been here a while. I'm on the floor now.
For everyone who wants to sail a west-east Atlantic crossing, everyone will tell you that it gets really calm when you get to the Azores. Currently it's blowing 30 knots from the east and we're about 100 miles off the Azores, so that's a lie. Nah, it's very windy.
Alright, like the boys were trying to say earlier, we're getting our ass absolutely whooped on the last like 400 miles of the trip. We got 120 miles to go, but the wind is coming from directly where we need to go, so we're probably going to end up doing about double that to get to the Azores. Last night was fucking chaos. We had nearly 30 knots of wind straight on the nose. Got absolutely soaked on my shift, and then when I came down I was taking off my wets in the galley, and then I was taking off my jumper, and then the whole boat like got smashed through a wave. Everything flew around, my legs got taken out from underneath me and ended up like sideways on the hobs. It wasn't very fun, but it's a lot nicer today. sea state-wise, still really, really choppy, and we're just beating through all the waves. But can't complain. We are, yeah, we're getting there. We're super close. So hopefully, you know, it's only gonna be a couple of days of sailing. If the wind was coming from any other direction, we'd be able to get there tomorrow. But with the wind how it is, it's probably going to be at least 48 hours. So we have to do double the journey. Yeah, so that's the update. It's getting absolutely whooped at the moment. He's having fun out there.
We're sailing.
Yeah, we're sailing.
The sun! Look at this! The skies are blue again! So, it's the 18th day and it's still the bad times. It's getting better, I think. We're nearly there. We're sort of 100 miles away from Flores now, as we have been for the last couple of days. But we're actually making good ground now. What's been happening? It's been very wet inside and outside. We had some proper winds yesterday and overnight. So we were fully reefed with a storm jib in and still making crazy speeds. And yeah, it was a pretty gnarly night for all the boys. We are leaking diesel, we're taking on a lot of water, we're running out of food, all the beds are soaking wet at this point, apart from this one. This one's actually quite nice. Yeah, we're still pretty much fully reefed in and going along at 5 knots, but not even, like, kind of in the right direction, almost in the right direction, so hopefully we'll be at Flores soon. The boat's falling apart as well, I'll show you in a minute, but the capping rail has decided that it didn't want to be on the boat anymore, so we've now got a huge hole in the bow where the capping rail used to be, where the deck and the hull are joined together. It used to have a bit of wood running over the top of it, protecting it, and it doesn't anymore. Luce diretta.
Some people will go ahead and tell you that these are the bad times. But at least we got Bob the Builder on the helm. Oh shit!
Can we fix it?
No.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't. We can't make it any better. Do you want to know? Guess what this means in Spanish? Conservar en lugar fresco y seco, alejado de la luz directa.
It means we'll be there in 48 hours.
Keep in a warm, cool, dry place or something.
Away
Warm.
from
Away from
Children.
fire.
direct sunlight.
Yeah, that's
Direct light.
Spanish.
That's Spain.
That was good Spanish. I didn't know that.
Tough times never last.
Rob's going to explain something.
What did happen yesterday?
So we didn't explain what happened yesterday. The GoPro ran out of charge, but basically there was a pan on the radio. There's a sailing vessel called Ace that snapped their forestay. We chatted to them. He calmed down a lot whilst we were chatting to him, and he realised there's nothing really we could do to help him other than give him diesel, and he didn't need it. So they went on their way. We went on our way. But we've just heard them on the radio again this morning, so the day after now, and they're getting towed in to the west coast of Flores because not only did they have to motor 50 miles in that horrible seas, they've just got 15 miles off the west of Flores and now their engine's died, so they have no engine, no sails, so they're getting towed in at the mo. But yeah, been listening to that. We also heard another mayday this morning. Sounds like everyone's been beaten up by these easterly winds, so it's not just us that have been breaking stuff. Sounds like everyone else has, but the weather is much nicer now. We'll show you some b-roll of the outside world, but the sun's out, the sea is so much calmer. Yeah, and we're only 30 miles away as the crow flies, so hopefully we'll get in. It's 3:20 right now. Hopefully we'll get in tonight at some point in the middle of the night. The anchorage looks pretty easy to get into, and we'll just sleep. We're so close.
It's nice again, it's nice again. This is nice B-roll for the nice time. Drying things B-roll. B-roll of the drying. Look at all the things. They're getting dry. Land! You can't see it, but it's there. It's real. Land. Land. Land.
It's the land cup of tea. Whoa,
Making
shit.
cups of tea. We can have milk tea.
And also the land laundry.
Laundry land.
Hey.
Wet clothes, dry land.
Wet clothes, dry land. You might be able to see the dry land clouds. You might not.
Land.
It's very weird seeing land for the first time in 20 days when all you've seen up till now is just horizon. Very strange.
It's as flat as a pancake out here. We haven't had these conditions in about 7 days. Full sail up. Alright, you can see it now on the GoPro. All the way out there is the Azores, about 20 miles away. Stoked, so nearly there. It's going to be a 2,000 mile trip once we get there. And once David's hit the engine enough and it's fixed, it means we can actually motor in once we get close. But yeah, 20 miles to go as the crow flies, so probably about 30 to do because we got to tack still all the way. But yeah, it looks amazing. Just sheer cliffs, just straight out the water. And look at it, lovely day, sunny. Lovely, 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 lovely. Back to nice sailing, enough of that horribleness for the last week. Nice time.
Hello the fans! We will be getting an Azorean flag, but right now we're putting up a Portuguese flag because the Azores is also Portugal.
Bye bye Bermuda flag.
Goodbye Bermuda.
1,600 miles away. There it goes.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Suey. You want anything to say to Cristiano?
Sui. It's just crazy. But for more than 3 weeks, it's probably too windy for you to be able to hear this, but for more than 3 weeks, that's been our life. Well, about 3 weeks. And now, there's that. I honestly feel like I could cry. It's fucking crazy.
So lush and so green.
Lush and so green, green.
Lush and green, lush and green land.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Alright, we're so close. We are about 5 miles away, but it's about to get completely dark, so we'll probably do a clip later when we're actually anchored inside with the lights on, but it's probably all you're going to see for the night. There's the Azores.
We're gonna be drunk after this.
We've bloody made it. We'll give you all the stats maybe in the morning of what happens because I haven't worked it all out yet, but there's the Azores back in Europe. Woohoo!
Yes! We're excited.
Stoked, stoked. We're going to listen to lots of music and have a boogie and get drunk. Bosh. We've bloody made it. We've dropped the anchor and we're now having a drink, but we have no drink.
Surprise, surprise, we're getting drunk.
All we have is punch in the 75% rum and tinned fruit. So we've eaten some tinned fruit and we're using the juice from the tinned fruit with rum.
How tasty does that look?
Some lemon juice. Yeah, so basically it's rum punch. Look at that. It's like gelatine.
Why is it gone?
Pretty good.
Fuck. No, sorry.
I had a little spoonful and I feel quite
It's
drunk.
going to be lovely. So yeah, we're going to have that, pass out, because we're all going to be tired as heck. And then tomorrow, a full day of drinking beer at a local establishment.
Maybe a walk.
That's probably it from us today.
Thanks.
Thanks. We sailed across the Atlantic again. Woo! Party!
I guess.
Party! Classic boat boys! Party! Party! Oh yeah, the stats are 2,000 miles, 0.4. 20 days, 5 hours. Bermuda to the Azores. Yeah, that's the stats tonight.